Hello and welcome to day one of my craft room clear out. Now, I couldn't get rid of all my stamps without having one last play with every one of them. So this new series will be showing you one more card with each stamp set. And today we've got the lovely No Bones About It. I love this little dinosaur set. So I have used it a few times. And let's see what we can make with it. So I've started off with a Night of Navy 14.8 centimetre square card base. I already had this one in my drawer cut up, but if you don't, then it is a case of take an A4 piece of card and cut it down at 14.8 and then flip it and score it at 14.8. That makes your square card base the biggest card base you can get from an A4 sheet of card, a biggest square base that you can get. And so I thought I would stamp the background with some dinosaur feet. I am going to be a bit rusty because I haven't made any cards for quite a while, to be fair. So bear with me. So I thought I'll use Versamark to make a little track. All of my cards that I'm going to be making in this series, I'm going to start with a card sketch, and on a Saturday I will pop all the sketches onto a little video for you so that you can see them all. So I've got here the Stitch Shapes Framelits dies. I'm going to cut a square from the Very Vanilla and a square from this paper, which is a long retired pack. I haven't got any new products, haven't had any new products for about 5 years, so everything I use will either be paper wise will be retired, and I don't know what else is current. So you can have a look on Stampin Up website to see what is current, and this one is called World Spectacular. So I'm going to cut a square from each of those using my big shot. And this, you can't really see the stitching on the red paper, but it is definitely there. You can see it better on the Very Vanilla. I thought I would do something along the lines of this. I'll stamp that. Now I wanted to, let's see which one's going to fit on it now I've cut it. So we'll do the T-Rex, shall we? Now the best way to stick a stamp to a block, I'm sure you know, is to put the stamp down and then attach it like that. Then it doesn't distort at all. And I'm going to use Night of Navy for the bones, and then over the top I think I'll use grey granite. Well, I think I might actually do the solid form first on second thoughts. Test stamp first. Bit of fluff on there. Let's try again. Perfect. So, Clean it off with my Stampin' Scrub, clean as I go. Come on. I should know better. Take that off. This one away. There we go. Well, I didn't test stamp that, did I? Anyway, come out all right, so that's okay. I like to test stamp mostly the solid ones. A little bit of I threw away all my old glue, so I've got nice new glue for this. Put some. So my advice always was when I did classes was to squeeze gently and move fast with Tombow. Now, I've got so many embellishments that I'm determined to use a good chunk of these whilst we're making all these cards, because they're just so pretty. What have we got that will work with this? Oh, they look nice, don't they? Go with that. Some lemon green would be nice, won't it? So again, these are long retired. Let's say what they're called. Oh yeah, Halloween Night enamel dots. I also think I'd like a bit of like a little paper clip, like a mini paper clip with some of this green twine. Now, where are my paper clips? Oh, they're nice. I'll have some of them. Clever clasps. I'll try and use these. I think I'll do it in silver. I'll tie a bit of this old olive linen thread to it. Oh, that's cute. Perfect. Okay. So, some foam pads or dimensionals, whatever you've got. Lovely. And we need a little sentiment, don't we? I think we'll have the no bones about it one. I do like that sentiment. We'll stamp that on very vanilla again. So that's that way, no bones about it. Little block. So my tip for sentiments is to have a straight edge. Move that out of the way. Ink up your sentiment. And use that as a guide. And then when it comes to cutting it out, you've only got to cut the one strip. You're not trying to straighten up everything. So make sure it's straight against there, as straight as it can be. And then trim the top. And then hopefully you'll have a straight sentiment on a banner. I'm just going to cut that longer that side and then cut it into a V here. And then just trim the end of this bit. But I'm going to leave that a bit longer because I'm going to put some of those enamel dots on it. Off you come. Okay, and so I'm going to put a Stampin' dimensional at this end, and then just a drop of glue at this end, because that bit's already raised, and so that just needs to be the same height. And then of course, if you've got a dark card base, you need a liner. So we'll cut a 14.3 square piece of very vanilla. And then that's a bit plain, so what I might do is take the skeleton. Really stiff, this blue one. Now where's my scrap paper that I had earlier? So I'm going to ink up the skeleton, the bones, stamp it off once, and then stamp it in the corner so it's paler. And maybe we could add another sentiment inside. What else have we got? Raw means you're awesome in dinosaur. That's nice. Now I've got to try and get this straight inside the card. That's going to be fun. So wish me luck. Tell I haven't used these ink pads in a long time. That's okay. That's okay. And then I'll just stick that inside. So a little smudge there. So I've got this mono sand eraser, which just takes just slight smudges off of card. That one's not coming off, so but just the little smudge that was there. So what we'll do there is mark on that. I'll just stick another one of those little dots on it. Nobody would ever know. There we go. And there you have your finished cards. So that uses the No Bones About It stamp set for the last time for me. I made this little card. So I hope you've enjoyed watching today and come back tomorrow for day 2. Thank you.